Alright, so I wanted to shoot this video because there seems to be a lot of confusion on the forum with regards to what my problem is. So, my problem is as follows. I can't get my Xbox 360 controller to work on my PS4. Plain and simple. I have my Cronusmax Plus updated to version 1.20. There's no problem there. This is the latest and greatest. I bought this 6 or 7 months ago. As instructed. So, next I want to make a few things very clear here. USB hub. The one Cronusmax suggests, I bought it right from the site. This is not a third-party USB hub. I've already tried that with no luck. This is what Cronusmax recommends. This is exactly the one they say to get. This is the full data micro USB cable, male to micro, suggested to get in the manual. It was also suggested on the USB troubleshooting guide and the Xbox 360 wireless setup guide. This, like the other one, was purchased right from the Cronusmax store. This is not a knockoff. This is right from you guys. Next, we have my wireless receiver. This was purchased years ago. This is when I was still using the Cronusmax original here, which is my favorite product. You guys nailed this. Best thing I've ever used in my life. Thank you so much for putting out such a great product here. So again, I've been using this guy on the Cronusmax original for years now with no problem. Just to show you guys that I am still getting power to it. It is, wrong one. Plugged in directly to my console. We have a light. No problem here. Next, I have my DualShock 4 PS4 controller. Came with the console. This thing works, no problem. It's not even on. There you go. I'm hoping, oh no, I don't have sound on right now. But as you can see, no you can't. But it is moving the things on my console right now. There's no problem between the Bluetooth and receiving the signals from the controller. There's no problem there. Next, I want to direct you to my Xbox 360 controller. Again, I've been using this with the wireless receiver since original Cronusmax. Not a problem. I can still get power and they can still pair, no problem. There's no interruption or possible EMI or anything you can think of between the controller and the receiver. Everything works great, always has. No problem there, and I'm getting power as you can see. So, what we're going to do is we're going to set this up by the book. So, first thing Cronusmax tutorial says when you're doing the setup for full gaming with no interruptions and no reconnection, first thing they say to do is hook your wireless receiver port 1 of the USB hub. Again, the one bought right from the Cronusmax website. So as you can see here, it's hooked into port 1. Perfect. We're done there. Next thing we're going to do is hook up the full data, I'm going to say this again, full data micro USB cable bought from Cronusmax website itself. So we're going to hook this into port 4 of the USB hub, just like that. So it's plugged into port 4. Now they say plug the micro USB into the controller. Done. We're good. That's all good. So now we have our wireless receiver plugged in and our controller plugged in. Just so we can all see, I'm going to turn on my controller now, just like that. It's turned on now. You can see the lights on, so there's getting power. And next thing they say to do is connect the USB hub. So the cable coming from the USB hub, we are going to plug it into the Cronusmax Pro here. Just like that, or Plus, sorry. Pro's the program. So we're going to plug this in, just like that. Alright, so we are plugged in to the Cronusmax Plus, Plus here. That's connected to the USB hub. Port 4 is the micro USB cable going to the PS4 controller for authentication, as the video and manual say we need to do. In port 1, we have the wireless receiver for the Xbox 360 controller. No problem there. Next, we have my controller. As you can see, still has power. So we are good to go here. Everything is set up exactly as described. Oh, in my program on like the actual Cronus Pro program where we set up and configure the Cronusmax Plus, my settings are exactly what they show in the video and the other videos on your channel. And the input is set to automatic, not PS4. That is what was said in the manual and in the videos we need to have it configured as, and on the forum that you guys replied to. So, we're going to go ahead and give this a try now. I reshot this scene because I want everyone to see my Cronusmax device, that it is in fact the Plus. I'm not using the wrong one. Everything's connected to my USB hub as instructed, and now we're going to plug it in for the moment of truth. Which, as you can see, will be shit all. So, everything's connected. It's not searching for authentication or anything. Actually, here, I'll show you. It's not searching for authentication or anything. It's already got that. So, we are good there. What our problem is here, we'll show that my controller's on. There's my controller. You can see that the light is on. Everything's good there. Our problem, as you're now gonna see, there is no light. That should be a light because it should be able to draw enough power from the USB hub. And I know this because I'm a computer technician, and I know the voltage inputs of the standard Canadian and US consoles, and their voltage and what it can convert to, all that bullshit no one cares about. So, to make a long story short, there should be power to this, but there's not. And just for the record, I have never gotten the Cronus Pro to work. I've had it now, oh god, like 6 months, 7 months, and I haven't gotten it to work once on full support. It is updated to version 1.2. There's no problem there, none at all. So again, this is my setup. Everything's plugged in according to the manual. I've plugged it into my console to show that it works. I can do partial crossover on the last gen Cronusmax. I can do it on this gen. There's no problem with anything to do with my receiver. My receiver's fine. As you can see on my controller, I have a connection. PS4, you can see, is taking it's getting the authentication no problem from the controller. We have no problems. Actually, here, this is a great idea of how far I can get. So, look on my controller now. I accidentally knocked something, so it is now recognizing the USB hub. We have a light on. They're paired, but the Cronusmax, I want to make this very, very clear. So, look on my Cronusmax here. It is still searching for a device, even though we can clearly see we have a light on the USB. We have our controller connected and getting the authentication no problem. We have a light now on our wireless receiver, and it is paired with my console controller. So I'm not quite sure where the trouble is. I don't know if I should switch the Cronusmax setting to PS4, or I don't know. Just help me out, guys. Like, I'm at 7 months now and I still haven't got to use this goddamn thing. So any help would be great, and I hope to hear from you guys soon.